Hey everyone, Zach here from ZTF Studios. This is the second video of my new mixing series. And in the last video we talked about going over the overall song of So Cool by the band Kewl Zoo. And so here just a reminder of what the song sounds like a little bit. We're going to focus on what I did on the drum today. So let's take that down and stop that and switch over to the next tab where we have the mix of everything here. So here's the kick drum. I've already did a section here highlighted for, and this is the loop. I'm using Reaper DAW. Been using that for the last 5 years. And so let's take a listen to the kick pre-master, but after the final mix. So here is the whole drum. Here's the kick bus, kick in and kick out. So let's take a listen to just the kicks themselves. So take a listen. You can tell this is not samples. I'm not using any samples on this recording. Okay. And then let's take all the effects off, everything here. So we're taking the effects off the kick drums themselves, off the KickVCA or bus, and then also all the effects that I have here on the VCA of all the drums. So let's just take a listen to the kick in, and then we'll listen to the kick out. So we're going to solo the kick in. Yeah, not the greatest. And then let's take a listen to the kick out. It's got a nice low end punch to it. For this mic was a MXL R144 ribbon on the outside, and inside, if I remember right, is an Audio Technica Pro 25. And that's, I believe, what we used for this session. So putting them two together sounds like this. And so let's take a look at what I did here on the kicks. So let's bring up the EQ. So I'm using FabFilter Pro Q2. And this one here is this one that I'm moving around. That is for the kick in. So it looks like I did a high pass up to 375. Took out almost 800 hertz at almost negative 12 dB. And then I brought in about 6600 hertz, about plus 8.5, and Q of 1, as you guys can see there. So see how that sounds. So a lot of the beater sound is what I was looking for the kick in. So I took a lot of the low end out. As I said here, we high pass up to 375, took out about 800, and brought up some click around 7,000. All right, and then what I do for the kick out, take a listen to that one. Very pillowy sounding with the Fab filter, and I also put the SPL Transient Designer on that. So let's take a look at those real quick. So here's the EQ. So about 43 hertz, I did a Q of 1, and then here about around 56 is about where I felt this kick drum had some nice low end. And then I took out about 100, 105, took a lot of that out of there. And then about 383, so around, that 300 range ish. And then I low passed at about 13, almost 1400 hertz. And then for the Transient Designer, I added about 3.5 of the attack and a lot of the sustain out of there. And I didn't put any more output gain for that. So once again, this is what this sounds like. And then put the two together. So that's what that sounds like. All right, but we're not done yet. So then on the KickVCA here, I've added DeBleeder, and then I put a limiter on it, and then I added some more EQ. I pulled about almost 400 out, pulled a lot of that out of there, and then I brought in almost 80 hertz, and then another limiter. So now we add that chain on there, and then we're sounding like this. Yeah, which brings in a lot more of the low end, keeps more control out of it. So that's the kick drum. Next time, I'll go over the snares. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time. If you're interested, you can always click like, and hopefully you are enjoying these videos. Thanks a lot.